If you're a man who wants to say no to dad bod for good, this video is for you. Because one of the biggest diet myths we've been told is that breakfast is the most important meal of the day. But after years of experimenting with different eating styles, I realized something surprising. Skipping breakfast didn't just help with fat loss, it actually helped with two other unexpected things that improved my life beyond fitness that I'll get into later in the video. And if you stick with me into the end, I'll show you the exact strategy I used to transition into skipping breakfast so you can test it yourself without feeling miserable. Really quick before we get into it, if you're new here, I am Kuya E, or older brother E, and welcome to the Malusog YouTube channel, where we help men improve three pillars: body, sobriety, and relationships, your ultimate guide to more health, peace, and love. Alright, let's get into it. First, I want to talk about unexpected benefit number 1, mental clarity. Here's the problem. Most guys think skipping breakfast will make them tired, foggy, and distracted, because we've all heard things like, you need breakfast for energy. But in my experience, the opposite happened. Here's why this happens. Every time you eat a meal, your body shifts energy towards digestion, which is why so many people experience the after-lunch crash brain fog. Slower thinking, feeling sleepy in the afternoon, and at least for me, after testing different eating styles and meal timing, I noticed something. Whether I ate a big breakfast or not, I always had the biggest appetite later in the day, late afternoon or early evening-ish. And that's when I actually felt hungry. But when I skipped breakfast entirely, something interesting happened. My mental focus at work stayed sharp all day. No lunch fog, no slow thinking, just consistent energy. Some guys experience midday fatigue, brain fog at work, constant snacking, needing caffeine just to stay awake, and the common thread behind all of this? Your eating schedule might not match when your body actually needs food. Skipping breakfast helped me align my eating with my real appetite. But mental clarity wasn't the only unexpected benefit. The second benefit surprised me even more. Really quick, if you're getting value, hit like and subscribe. It helps us reach more men who need this message. So next I want to talk about hidden benefit number 2, discipline. Here's the problem. A lot of guys think diet success is about finding the perfect meal plan. But in reality, the bigger problem is discipline. Doing things that are slightly uncomfortable consistently. Why this happens? Your brain is wired to avoid discomfort. So when something feels hard, even something small, you naturally want to avoid it. Skipping breakfast is a tiny act of self-denial. It's not extreme, not dangerous, just uncomfortable. When I started experimenting with skipping breakfast, it wasn't just about fat loss. It became a disciplined exercise. So every morning I would feel a little hunger, but instead of reacting to it immediately, I practiced sitting with it. And that tiny habit started building a mental muscle. The muscle of doing something hard and continuing to do it anyway. Some guys struggle with staying consistent with diet, resisting snacks, sticking to workouts, finishing difficult tasks, and the common thread is this: if you can't handle small discomforts, it's hard to handle big challenges. Skipping breakfast became a daily discipline rep. But here's the thing, I'm not telling you to wake up tomorrow and skip breakfast completely, because if you try to force it too quickly, it usually fails. So last, I want to show you the exact way I transitioned into skipping breakfast step by step. So now let's talk about what you came for, the real strategy, how to skip breakfast without suffering. Here's the real problem. Most people fail with diet changes because they try to change everything overnight. Extreme changes create extreme resistance. Why the problem exists? Your brain and body both need repetition to adapt, not shock. So instead of forcing OMAD or 1 meal a day immediately, I approached it like training, step by step. Once complete with breakfast, repeat the strategy with lunch. And here's the strategy. Step 1. Reduce breakfast. Start by simply eating less breakfast, smaller portions. Do that for a while, get some reps in. Step 2. Skip breakfast occasionally. Once you're comfortable with smaller breakfast, start doing some days without breakfast. Not every day yet, just a few. Get more reps in. And then step 3, transition to skipping it daily. Eventually your body adapts, and skipping breakfast becomes normal. And at that point, you move your eating window later into the day, which naturally helps create a calorie deficit. How life is better now? For me, this approach helped with fat loss, mental clarity, appetite control, discipline, and the best part, it simplified dieting. So instead of thinking about food all day, I just ate when I was actually hungry. Some guys will benefit from simpler dieting, fewer cravings, improved work focus, easier calorie control, but the core benefit is the same. So the core message that ties all this together is this: skipping breakfast isn't magic. The real power is simplifying your eating and building discipline. And for a lot of men, that's the combination that finally helps them say no to dad bod for good. That about wraps up this video. I wanted to thank you so much for watching. If you're watching this and thinking, okay, I want to clean up my eating, but I also know there are other habits in my life that need a reset too, then the 5-day Malusog reset might be for you. It's not just about food. It's about rebuilding momentum across 3 areas of your life: your body, your sobriety, and your relationships. So if you've been feeling stuck, if you've been trying to lose weight, but keep falling back into the same patterns. Or if you know there are a few habits in your life that are quietly draining your energy, then this reset gives you 5 structured days to step back, reflect, and rebuild your rhythm. Simple actions and clear direction, and momentum you can actually carry forward. I'll put the link in the description if you want to check that out. Tagalog sign-off, ang disiplina maliit na desisyon lang, pero inuulit araw-araw, which means discipline is just a small decision, repeated every day. Have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you in the next one.